Some people might not be aware that there's a Star Wars mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Most of the time when I'm reviewing a new mod for this channel, I like to actually go through and play as a country, just to show things off. Problem is, with this mod, I've already played through most of it. I've got to say, I'm not that impressed. There are things in this mod that do kind of blow me off my feet and wow me a little bit, namely the map. I really do like this map. As you can see, if you're a Star Wars nerd, you might know some of this stuff. It's a little bit of an odd shape, but you essentially have hyperspace lanes as these sea lanes here that make sea travel much faster between planets, and then you have just straight up space. Navies are much more important, that kind of thing. This mod is called Project Valachord. When it first came out, I was really excited because I had been waiting a while for a Star Wars mod to take the place of an older Star Wars mod called Palpatine's Gamble. Some of you might know what that was. Palpatine's Gamble was a Star Wars mod set before The Phantom Menace. It allowed you to play through the build-up of the Clone Wars. I think you could even completely avert the Clone Wars. You had lots of countries that were very interesting, lots of different storylines that could play out, a whole equipment purchase system before any actual official DLCs added that kind of a feature. Not to mention, lots of divergent paths, like the Republic being able to be taken over by the Jedi, Order 66 being able to be avoided, and other very cool things, all leading up, usually, to the rise of the Empire. Project Valachord takes a bit of a different position. I'm pretty sure it's set directly after the events of Episode 3, so Revenge of the Sith. Now, that would be a very cool time period if there was content that the team had actually put out for it. My problem I have with this mod, and the reason this review isn't just, oh, 10 out of 10 for Star Wars, which, happy May the 4th, by the way. May the 4th be with you. My problem I have with this mod, there are 15 developers for this mod. That's quite a lot. That's pretty damn crazy. The issue that I have is that with those 15 developers, and that's just the people working on it right now, there were a few other people that worked on it before. I don't want to go get an actual count on how many, but 15 developers currently working on it. No Discord. Very odd. No Discord at all, just a subreddit that doesn't get updated all that often. Normally, these kinds of big mods, you get a Discord, so you can at least see if they're working on things, you see change logs. With the Crusader Kings mods, like the Lord of the Rings mod, I know they're working on the mod because I get constant updates on what's going on. You get devlogs. It's great with that because I don't need to worry about, you know, oh, are they completely abandoning the mod? Project Valachord, the issue here, I mean, it looks amazing, right? It looks good. You have all sorts of different political advisors and designers. This is all amazing. The thing that is fundamentally missing, though, is the ability to make any kind of a change in the story. We're looking at the Galactic Empire focus tree right here. This is the entire focus tree for the Empire, one of two gigantic factions in Star Wars. This focus tree is outshined by a lot of vanilla focus trees now. It has no divergence in any of these stories. Maybe at most, oh, Director Krennic gets the fucking Death Star. Okay. What does that change? Why do I not have, you know, a Vader path where Vader overthrows the Emperor? Why is there not a path to restore the Republic? You know, different changes in the timeline. Instead, it's just all you play through the events of the movies. And sure, there's something to be said about that. That's pretty nice. But not having any ability to change what happens, it's kind of just you're playing through Star Wars. Just the story of Star Wars, no change. And now, I wouldn't have a problem with it being that way for the Empire. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to seem like I'm just completely shitting on this mod. It does a lot of things well, including the tech trees. I'll show those off real quick. Very simplistic, but still, at the same time, gives you the Star Wars vibes. So I like that. Simple is good. It's much better than Millennium Dawn. But the issue here, the trees that exist in the game, you have Empire, you have the Rebel Alliance, which I don't even think is on the map at this point. I think you have, yeah, let's check for like Alderaan. Yeah, this is the Rebel tree. Look at this. By myself, I could maybe make a tree like this in a couple weeks. This mod has been in development for months, if not years by this point. I'm not even sure how long it's been getting developed. And you're telling me one of the two biggest factions deserves, what, this is like 30 focuses? This is disgusting. And the most you get in terms of divergences is you get to maybe be the partisans or not. So Saw Gerrera, that's it. Some people don't even know who Saw Gerrera is at this point. Those are like a lot of the older Star Wars nerds, sure, but good God, man. And you want to know what other trees exist? Okay, there's more. I'll give them that. There's Ryloth. This is the Ryloth tree. Why does it look like the Ryloth tree is bigger than the tree for the entire Rebel Alliance? What is going on here? I don't know what's going on. I want to not seem like I'm just shitting on this mod, but I played this and I got through all the content in the mod in a day. That is not okay. And then you have the Ryloth Protectorate, which has different things going on, but still, this is bigger than the Rebel Alliance tree. I can't fathom how a mod team of 15 people can't get this done. And it's not even, this isn't even an up-to-date version. This is a few updates back, which that's, okay, to be fair, it probably still works. But you see my point here. Star Wars is a huge IP. It's absolutely fantastic and amazing. It has a giant fan base. Why is it that Paradox games just don't touch on it? We get shit like this. Palpatine's Gamble was amazing, but it got abandoned. And now we have mods like this where it's just, what, I play in free Ryloth? And I mean, Navy is one of the most disgusting parts of this game. So having it crutch entirely on Navy, you have to add something new there to make it fun. Because if you're just doing the man-the-guns Navy system, ew. Seriously. Ew. Not fun. The one tree I liked, this is probably, I think this is one of the only other trees, is Kota's militia over here. If you know who Kota is from The Force Unleashed, basically, if you don't know who he is, Jedi Knight that survived Order 66, and he parked up on the moon of Kamino with a group of rebels. Now, this tree is pretty cool. This is what I expect for a tree for something like Kota. But you get some pretty cool options here. You actually get some divergent things. Like, if you go down this side, I'm pretty sure you just essentially serve Bail Organa and the Alliance. Very cool. But if you go down this side, you make, like, a Republic government in exile, where you unite a bunch of, like, crappy Outer Rim worlds, and you make your own, like, miniature version of the Republic. That is so fucking cool to me. That is, like, absolutely amazing. And you work up towards invading Kamino, and then your final thing here, you go as the final bastion of the Republic. Because you're basically just saying, nah, the Republic's not gone. We're still here. And it's just so cool. This is the potential. This here, this is what this dev team could do with other countries. Because, okay, let me show you why I'm pissed off. Kamino. I feel like Kamino should have a lot more than just, this is the generic Empire thing. Like, every Empire vassal has a generic focus tree. Kamino only gets the generic focus tree. I really don't like that. But then you have Mandalore up here. Generic focus tree. Crimson Dawn with fucking Darth Maul leading it. Look at that. It's a generic tree. Like, I don't know what to think of this. I wanted to be able to post something else other than this for May the 4th, but this is all I could find. Now, I want to reiterate, I'm not shitting on the devs. I think there is some serious potential here. This is something that could be made really, really fun, not only for single player, but also for multiplayer. I'm imagining, like, roleplay servers of this would be really, really fun. But God, man, I played this months ago, and there isn't a new focus tree. Not one new focus tree. I think I played this like 3 months ago, and nothing new has been added that I've seen. And they've been promising that they're gonna, like, expand the tree for the Empire, the Rebels, and Ryloth, and then also add in, like, Mandalorian trees and stuff. But they haven't done it yet. I'm worried this is another one of those mods that's getting abandoned, or if it doesn't get abandoned, honestly, I would rather it get abandoned than see it just continue on without any new content. Either way, if you want to try it out, I think it's fun enough for, you know, a day of playtime. I would definitely recommend playing Kota's militia. Making your little Republican exile government is really cool, and it scratched a serious nerd itch that I didn't know was there. So yeah, I'd still recommend playing the mod, but if I had to rank this, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. There's potential here, though, for like a 10 out of 10. This mod could be amazing. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents. You don't have to base your judgment off of my judgment. I just wanted to make a quick video on this and explain why I haven't actually played it yet. Maybe I'll play it if they add some new content in the future. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, share it with a friend. If you want to see more mod reviews like this, where I kind of just go on a little rant about a mod, go ahead and like the video. Consider becoming a YouTube member. Our lowest level on there is $3, and you get access to a lot of really cool things, like membership badges, early access to videos, shoutouts, all sorts of nice things. Lowest level on Patreon is $1. There's also a limited time Patreon night roll for $12. 3 of those slots have been taken, so if you're wanting to be a Patreon knight, it's kind of a limited time opportunity. There's only ever going to be 6. So get those while they're hot. And yeah, this was pretty fun to review, even if I feel like I got a little heated. I'm hoping people don't mind that. Star Wars is something I'm passionate about. Anyways, shout out to my Patreon knights, Gingivitis, Major, Valefor the Foolish. And also, shout out to my YouTube members, Valefor the Foolish at the Duke tier, and Noah Odell at the Baron tier. Thank you guys so much for all your support.